Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you would have seen my last video, you would have seen I had difficulties getting the drone back and I was getting this max power load warning. So I did a load of research on this max power load warning, and pretty much majority of people are saying it's to do with the propellers and the way you fold them in this case here if you get the Fly More combo pack. And I was putting the propellers the wrong way, so the propellers were going on this lip right here, causing them to obviously slightly bend, which was supposedly causing it to struggle mid-flight, which I couldn't seem to understand at the time. So I've officially now changed the propellers with the spare set they give me with the Fly More combo pack. And I thought, why not try them out? Today's not too bad. We're getting about 8 mph winds at 75 meters. We won't be going much higher than that, to be fair. Maybe might hit 100. We've been given CAA authorization to fly here today. 9 satellites locked in. Normally like to fly around 10.
Take off.
Let's see.
The low point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
So let's quickly gain some altitude here. We'll just go along this, follow this road a little bit. We're just going to do a little lap around the park today. I thought I didn't want to stress it too much. I want to be able to get a feel for how these new propellers are. Make sure I've installed them all right. I made sure beforehand, but I just want to make sure they fly good in a real world test. So let's see how we go. Not a very sunny day today, but we're hitting about 24 degrees. Starting to get a lot warmer now here. It's a beautiful shot. Too bad. Have a little pan around here. So far so good. We'll continue. We're going to have a little veer off to the right here, because over there I believe is a golf course. Have a little wander over here. As for the new settings that have come with the new DJI Fly app update, I haven't really messed with anything. I have messed with my return to altitude height, which is now at 60 meters. I originally had it at about 20, and then I realized that was a silly mistake. I've also noticed the GPS, in terms of, if you look at the bottom here, it seemed to always used to seem to glitch, so it never, sometimes the drone would be on here, it wouldn't match up with where I was pointing. Sometimes it was glitching out in the app, so it wasn't saying I was pointing at the drone when I actually was. So far so good. As you can see, there's the golf course. There's the second weak signal. Should be alright though. We're just in fields. Surprised we even got a weak signal, to be honest. I've never actually seen this golf course. I've come here to play football before, but I've never actually been able to have a look over these trees. We'll lower it down a little bit. Don't want to be going too high. That's a nice little shot. Just can see some people just doing their daily exercise. There we go, got 18 satellites locked in, which fluctuating between 16 and 18. Go down here a little bit, maintain an altitude of about 60 meters. Been given another weak signal warning. Oh, RC signal loss. We'll open up the GPS. Surprised we've actually lost signal there. We'll come across here. As you can see here, the Oh, lost signal again. We'll adjust, we'll bring it back a little bit. I don't want to repeat of the last two videos. If you go and check them out, I nearly lost the drone twice. The first time was struggling in some severe wind, which I didn't really pay attention to, rookie error. And the second time, in my last video, was due to the propeller supposedly. And so far, I'm now coming back against the wind at 60 meters. I seem to be doing okay so far. Bring that camera down a little bit. We're getting about 7 meters a second, yeah. See, normally when I'm actually flying into the wind right now, so I flew away with the wind because I wanted to kind of push the drone a little bit to see how it'd react coming against the wind, considering we're only getting about 7 mile/hour winds, because the drone should be able to handle that regardless. Whereas in my last video I tried this and it just was stopped at a halt for some unknown reason, which I found out to be the propellers. We'll just fly over here a little bit. There's more of the golf course. Might get some interference here, not too sure. See how we go. And for those who are wondering, I shoot in 2.7K. I know the video only goes out in 1080p, but I'm pretty sure it down reses the resolution, so I just want you guys to be able to see the crispest picture possible. That's why I shoot in 2.7K 30 frames a second. Sure, pointing here. Currently nearly 300 meters away. Today's not so much a range video. I'm going to be keeping it fairly close just to get a feel for how the drone reacts with the wind, with the new propellers on. So far so good. I don't want to jinx it. We'll just go down here a little bit. Bring the camera up just ever so slightly. I haven't messed with the white balance either because I thought it's actually not too bad today, so the picture quality is fairly good. There's another weak signal. We'll just bring it across over onto this field and continue. So yeah, still maintaining about 7 meters a second here. Like I said, flying with the wind going this way. So theoretically it should be harder getting back. Now we'll go. Might get a strong wind warning. Oh no, weak signal.
Is that your drone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Pretty far away, isn't it?
Oh, did you hear it?
Yeah, we saw it above us.
Alright, yeah, it's got a fairly good range on it, to be fair.
Oh, nice.
It's not too bad.
Where is it now?
It's literally above these trees over there.
Alright.
It's got a fair good range. Hello, boy. It's alright. See you later, man. So yeah, like I said in previous videos, you can hear the drone. People say the drone's not that loud, but you still can hear it about 200 meters, ever so faintly, on a quiet day. But yeah, like I say, those people heard the drone. But yeah, compared to other bigger drones like the Phantom 4 or the Mavic 2, stuff like that, the bigger drones obviously, of course, is much quieter, as you'd expect for a drone that's only 249 grams. There's the River Thames. I'm not going to go too far by the River Thames here because last thing I want is the drone to have a max power load. Seems to be my worst fear now, in case the drone has a max power load or a strong wind warning when it's not that windy, and I don't want it to just slowly drop into the water. I'm happy with it dropping onto land where I can get it, but not on the water. But yeah, there's the River Thames. Another shot of it. Nice little shot. Now we'll slowly start to bring it back. We'll see how it does coming against the wind. We're currently getting 4 meters a second. We'll lower it a little bit here. Lower it to about 60 meters. We're getting about 7 meters a second now. Which is much better than what I used to be getting. So yeah, if anyone is having those problems where the drone is getting a max power load reached warning, or a strong wind warning when it's actually not windy at all, then I'd have a look at your propellers and the way you're putting them away, because I was putting my propellers away the wrong time. If you've got the fly more combo and you've got the case, yeah, just make sure you're putting them horizontally. Make sure you're putting the propellers horizontally away rather than vertically, because otherwise they'll go over that lip like I said. Drone's right above me right now. Let's see if we can hear it. Yeah, I can definitely hear that. I don't know if the camera will be able to pick it up, but I can definitely. I've got to point these antennas over at the drone to make sure I can tell. It's doing pretty well though. Bring the camera down here. Oh, there's a strong wind warning. We'll bring it back. We'll lower it. Yeah, with this booster, make sure if you get one, all the equipment I use is in the description down below, so feel free to check it out, all on Amazon. But yeah, if you do get this booster, make sure when you're flying the drone to point the antennas directly at the drone, because it reflects off the aluminium sheets in order to boost the signal. Because when I was flying above me then, if I was pointing the drone that way, if I was pointing the remote control that way, you see it says RC signal loss, so make sure you're pointing it directly at the drone for the strongest signal possible. Currently at 55% battery, which is pretty good. Supposedly have 15 minutes of flight time left. I always take the flight time that they put with a pinch of salt. Yeah, the flight time's never normally accurate. It depends how you're flying the drone, whether you've got it in sport mode, P mode, cinematic mode. I always keep the drone in P mode. I only ever bring it into sport mode if I feel like I'm getting into a difficult situation. I need to bring the drone back. But yeah, this was just an easy little flight today. Just wanted to show you guys, and for my own sanity, to be able to see the drone actually fly as it should be flying, rather than giving me warnings all the time. We've had a few weak signal warnings, but nothing to worry about. So I'm glad I've got this fly out of the way. I've changed all the propellers. I've seen online that people were saying they were just changing the back propellers, the rear propellers. But I've also read online, if you're going to change any set of the propellers, change them all. Not sure why, if that's to do with the balance of the drone or anything like that. There's my brother down there, if you can see him, right there in the centre of the screen. I think he's on a lap of the park here. Just quickly bring it down to him. I would say he's probably not expecting it, but I'm pretty sure he can hear the drone. As soon as he turns, you'll be able to see. There he is. We'll bring this drone in now for a landing. Yeah. We'll try and do a hand catch here, if we can. Perfect. I'd appreciate it if you guys like the video, and I'd also appreciate the support if you subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.